The one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him, cause they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. He will return this from deep in the end zone and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hey, we're going to run!
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Highsmith drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now it's Peterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Go street. 60 Maverick. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
18 Rattler.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ready, check. Tempo. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Walker now.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Smith now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. On the return is Peterson.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Tuesday. Ours. Indy. Snowball.
From the end zone, Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Hey, trio left. Hey, go flip her up. Hey, it's a clip. Indy.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Seahawks at 9-6 now, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, trio left.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Catch left.
Now Gino. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Walker. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1st down, Walker.
It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Walker.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there. And
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Lockett. And he'll be out right at the 35.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Geno on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Smith. Under pressure and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panthers 50, Panthers 50.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Geno now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Walker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Walker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Walker now on 2nd down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And Walker now to throw on first down. Steps away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st and 10, Walker out to his left. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Steelers 7. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Got it. Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Now Walker. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Walker now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Play action now, Walker. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Walker. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Walker. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
First and 10 at the 30.
Throwing now, Smith. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.